to my channel. This is my Monday Night Live. So I am Andrea Praber with Great Expectations Realty, and this is my kitchen and my house and my two dogs. My daughter's around here somewhere. My husband will probably be home soon. I don't know. So in case you're wondering what on earth I'm doing, because I don't look at all like a realtor right now, if there is such a thing as that, the reason that is because I get kind of busy, and so I don't necessarily live as a realtor all the time, and so I'm bringing you to my house to not realtor with me, I guess. I don't know, but I'm happy to answer any of your questions and comments and concerns and stuff. Lexi, hey, how are you? Hopefully you're doing well. So yeah, but yeah, I was doing a lot of lives, and I was doing them at the office, which was fine, but I was a little struggling with time management, because that's the time I was doing the live is also when I'm normally cooking dinner for my family. So now I kind of combine the two, and you guys get to hang out with me in my kitchen at home while I make dinner. Tonight was definitely up for debate because I wanted to do potato soup and a 1905 salad, right? Super, super easy. I mean, easy, but there's a lot of peeling of potatoes involved. Anyway, but I was also doing that kind of because then I wouldn't have to make dinner, possibly even lunch, because potato soup, hello. So anyway, my daughter was like, that's not enough protein, you gotta make protein, blah, 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 blah. So now I am making chicken breasts as well for my protein psychotic daughter. So I looked online to try and find a new recipe that would kind of go with what I'm doing. So if they just want soup and salad, fine. But if not, I have chicken as well for the little teenage heathen. To be fair, we did just get out of the gym. That's why I'm not dressed in my blue polo uniform, is because Lexi and I both went to Planet Fitness before I came home tonight, so I'm wrecked. I'm not even joking. I was in the 30-minute room, and oh my goodness, I am tired. Not gonna lie. See. Hi! Rolling Hills Mike! Trying to get to the keys. Are you trying to get to the keys or trying to get out of the keys? What are we doing here? One of those. Depends on the day. To go from the keys to Rolling Hills was different, ambitious. I don't know. Probably definitely a culture shock. I would think that's a culture shock. You're trying to get to the keys. So are you trying to get out of Rolling Hills? Maybe. Okay. Chicken breast. That's all here. So technically that's only 2 chicken breasts, but I sliced them down so that it doesn't take quite as long to cook. So. Aw, thank you. I'm so loved. I feel so cartoonish right now because Lexi is obsessed with Japan at the moment. She goes through these phases. Anyway, but we were watching. She told me she would finish the dishes if I would sit and watch these weird Japanese things on TV, and I'm like, you're gonna finish the dishes and I'm going to sit and watch TV? This sounds great. This is awesome. So she was doing the dishes, but she put on, I guess there's these like doll houses or something like that, like cafes, and you go in and have like dessert or tea or whatever, and the characters in there are so different. So like they're just like, okay, we're gonna dance now, and it's like, I can't even. It was completely different from here. That is for sure. And then she's like, you know what they make? And I'm like, I hope a lot of money. And she's like, no, they make minimum wage. I was like, no. They should make a lot of money for that. Okay, where did I put all my... It's fine. Anyway. I think they should make a lot for that. It just was like a little embarrassing. Okay, a lot embarrassing to me. But I mean, I guess they seem to enjoy it, so whichever. Out of Rolling Hills to... Yeah. I don't want to go. Aww. Well, if you go to Denella and you just head south, and eventually you're going to get to the Keys. I mean, you basically just keep going until you run into water, right? I guess that actually counts too if you go to Ocala and take I-75 though. So either way, I don't know. I don't know. All right. Like this. This is probably going to get mixed by hand. And when I say hand, I mean like squishy, like adding it with my hands. Okay, I just wanted to use up the rest of that one. Okay, that works. Maybe not? Okay. Depends. So, I feel like I should be cutting this up a little bit. You know, gotta add some spinach. Normally I would not put vegetables on something that I already did chicken on, but I'm going to cook that spinach anyway for like 35 minutes along with the chicken, so it really doesn't matter if it touches. But generally speaking, I don't add. I don't know, I like Rolling Hills. That's one of my favorite subdivisions. I think it's great. I don't live there. I live more closer to Ocala, but I think it's great. Oh my goodness. I have to go in a deep dive to the back of the fridge. Okay. For me. I don't know, but I mean, I also never lived in the Keys either. I'm not one of those, I love the beach. Don't get me wrong. I love the beach. But I have an issue with hurricanes. I would be really scared. Honestly, I would be so scared all the time. It just wouldn't even be fun anymore. I'm gonna use that later. So. I probably should measure this stuff. I'm not going to, but I probably should. All right, in case you're wondering, we are doing mayonnaise, cream cheese, sharp cheddar, spinach. I think just some garlic salt should probably do it. Ooh, flowers. That would be good too. I don't know. Okay, scooch. The dogs always know I'm cooking. They have to come in here. All right. I could probably just eat this straight out like it's just garlic salt, but oh my goodness, it smells so good. All right. I have, excuse me. No, ma'am. Did you see her nose that open? She did. She just nosed it right open. It's like, oof. Oof, 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 oof. troublemaker. Like Lucy barks a lot, but Shadow gets into so much trouble. She is just a little instigator. I don't know. So, what is going on in Ocala? Oh, the 4th of July celebration was pretty much completely rained out. Which is not exactly surprising because it gets rained out every single year. But it still was kind of, I don't know, it was kind of sad. So they had all of these, you know, bands and stuff coming to play, and, you know, and they were really looking forward to it, you know? And it was really good bands, like really good. So, yeah, they got to hear like 2 songs, that was about it. So, not fun. I'm really trying not to just use my hands because that would be so much easier, but whatever. I'm trying to behave because, you know, y'all are on here. Whatever. Okay, it's mixing. It's just a lot easier with my hands. Oh my god, the sound. Gross. Sounds so gross. But it looks yummy. It's like the Eiffel Tower of cream cheese. No. Just gonna smear it around. It's fun. Okay. Now I gotta wash my hands again. See, I knew I was gonna get my fingers into it. Oh my goodness. So yeah, there was Bryce Molden. He was gonna sing, and he never got to sing even one full song, because the rain just kept coming and coming and coming and coming and coming and coming and coming. It was just awful. So he didn't even get to sing one song. It was really sad. He was really, really wanting to. Hey, Chief. There. All right, now my daughter should be happy. We actually have chicken bake in there. I know what I was actually planning on cooking, but she threw a hissy fit because I didn't have enough protein in there. So now I got protein with a bunch of cheese on it. Whatever. She's happy, I hope. Probably not, let's be honest. All right. Oh, I'm not going to do that yet. Oh, I can tell my daughter wash the dishes. Whatever. So, hopefully you guys have had a nice weekend. I guess everybody got like a long weekend, right? I got a long weekend, sort of. I worked on Friday, so maybe not that long. Hang on. You know when you're looking for one specific thing, it's so hard to find one specific thing. Especially when it's a small specific thing. Well, we're going to have to work around this. You know what? My husband was throwing a fit because he thought that I lost his Cutco, I don't know, his Cutco butter knife or whatever this is. And I did not, because I just found both of them in the drawer. What are you making? I am making, well, I was going to make some soup and salad. Super easy. Yeah, I don't like this knife at all. Oh, I'm sorry, Cutco. That knife sucks. I'm gonna get sued. Hey, whoa. We don't have to get feisty. No, we don't need to do that. That's unnecessary. It's too big for a paring knife, but it works better. Anyway, so I was just gonna do soup and salad. I was gonna do potato soup and 1905 salad. Super good. I could eat my weight in the 1905 salad. Have you ever been to Columbia Restaurant? That 1905 salad they have there is absolutely amazing. So much flavor, so yummy. And so I made it like a mission to find out how to make it at home. And so I do fairly regularly. That's pretty much why I go out to eat, is just to find, when I go out to eat, I either find something that I don't want to make at home because it's just too much work, or something that I don't know how to make and I have to figure it out. So I'll like try and figure out what the ingredients are and stuff. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. Maybe some people go to a restaurant and they go just to enjoy the restaurant. I'm not one of those. So, yeah, so I did the 1905 salad. Thankfully, Bobby Flay beat me to it, and he actually has the recipe duplicated online, and you can download it, and it's actually pretty good. So anyway, I was going to just do that and some potato soup because I was craving potato soup, which I don't even really like potatoes, but potato soup is freaking amazing. So I don't know why I even want soup because it's hot out, like hotter than blazes out. Go figure. So that's all I was gonna do. Soup, salad, okay. Then my daughter throws a hissy fit because we just went to the gym and she's like, you have to have more protein. You have to have protein in it, Mom. There's gotta be protein in it, Mom. I had some chicken in there. I basically just did a chicken bake with like a cheesy topping on it, which is spinach, a little bit of cheddar cheese, some cream cheese, some mayo, a little bit of seasoning, very little seasoning, and chucked that into the oven. So now we're going to work on the potatoes because those take forever to cook. And then we'll do the salad because that's pretty quick and easy. And so hopefully we've got the timing right and everything comes done right at the same time. Otherwise, we don't. But the potato soup is basically, I'm just gonna take that for lunch this week a lot because I love soup at lunchtime. Today I had a sandwich and it just wasn't really doing it for me. You love potato soup? Oh, yay! Awesome. Not a huge potato fan, I know, but potato soup is just amazing. So, and I've got real bacon bits. I know you're supposed to use real bacon. I am not cooking bacon for soup. I adamantly refuse. So somebody said just to like chop it up raw and like throw it in. I'm like, I can't do it. I can't. I know you should be able to do that, but I can't. I'm not doing that. So because you can have soup year round. Awesome. I mean, what's it really matter? We're in air conditioning anyway, so it's not like we're like feeling the heat in here, so it doesn't matter. Okay. So I'm laughing because I can't, the tripod for this thing is kind of in the way. And so the garbage is kind of over to the side. So I keep dropping potato peels. And this twit keeps coming over and eating the potato peels right off the floor. No accountable reason. I mean, they're raw potato peels, but I don't think it's bad for her, so why not? She's so weird. So she's sitting here crunching on them. And every time I drop even a little piece, she like snags it and chews it up. So weird. She's such a weird dog. Anyway. We have been absolutely swamped, like beyond all reason at the office the last, I'd say honestly, it's going on a month now. Sales have been down mostly because I think over here nobody freaking wants to move in the heat of summer. So mostly what it is people moving from other areas, or investors are coming in droves right now because they're scooping up all of the new construction because those are on basically clearance sale. So they're taking all of those and putting it into property management, which is nice, but we added somebody's portfolio. It went from another property management company to us. We had a lot of that. This month. It was insane. So many owners came in all at once with fairly good sized portfolios. One had like 50 properties or 50 doors. In property management, you call them doors because it could be a duplex. That's 2 doors. It could be a single family home, 1 door. So that's basically, you can't say tenants because you might have vacancy. So you just say doors. Anyway, so one person came in with 50 doors, another one was 16, another one was 6, another one 5. Another one's buying like 4 houses through us in order to put those into property management. It's just been absolutely crazy. We've got a 16-unit apartment complex coming in. So we're swamped to the nth degree, which is great. I have always noticed that when sales are slow, property management is busy. And when property management is slow, sales is absolutely crazy busy. So we're always busy. It's just which end of the pendulum is it swinging? I did scales as a gesture, and then I actually spoke about pendulum. Anyway, I'm gonna peel my potatoes now. Anyway, so it's been a little bit crazy because when you're bringing in properties from another property management company, you have to have all of the leases, you have to have all the properties put into our software, you have to put in all of the information, the contact information for them, you have to schedule inspections for every single one of the new properties so you know what you're getting into. Normally we don't take properties into management unless we've seen the properties, but with something with 50 of them, you're just in it. So, and I mean, a lot of them are newer construction. So, I don't know. It's been interesting. So if anybody is wondering why I look tired, and I got a new cardiologist because mine retired. He's amazing. No, I can't feel bad because, he definitely did an amazing job with his career and he saved my life. I mean, he really did because I had absolutely no idea what was going on. And it was a very simple medications that, he put me on and we're good to go. So anyway, but new cardiologist is like, that's so cute. Yes, you can stay on those medications. They're working for you, but you need to work out. And I'm like, well, my doctor is helping me, we're coming up with a game plan for losing weight and stuff. He's like, I don't care about that. He's like, it's nothing to do with it. He's like, you have to do cardio. I hate cardio. Who enjoys cardio? Probably everybody on here. But anyway, so he's like, I will see you back here in 6 weeks and I expect you to be going to the gym or working out in some capacity 3 to 5 times a week. And I know that's what's healthy, but that's exhausting. So anyway, but he's a really, really, really good doctor. I love that he took the time with me and he really went through all of it. And he's like, I just recently gotten labs, so I didn't have to do that over again. And he didn't make me do a sugar test, which pretty much everybody tries to make me do a sugar test. I'm never doing a sugar test again. I have done it twice now, and I'm never doing it again. Sorry, those things are horrible. Anyway, yeah. But no, I mean, I know, it sounds really weird. I have a cardiologist, but I've had one since I was in my 20s. Early 20s. I've had abnormally high blood pressure since I was 14. So it's just a thing. I'm kind of over it at this point. But they found the underlying cause of it and stuff, but you know, it's just, I had an ablation done. I don't know. It's just a whole bunch of nonsense. But we got all of that figured out. It's all under control. And then my cardiologist retires. Not good. But my friend, okay, so I went to the hospital, I don't know, man, it's been a couple months now. But I went to the hospital because I was slacking on finding a new cardiologist, and so I wasn't taking one of my pills. I cannot make those kind of decisions. So I got to go into the ER. No big deal. They were like, okay, with that blood pressure, you're going to make some friends. My blood pressure was high. I had a headache that wouldn't go away. That's not a good thing. And I know better. Okay, I know. It's super easy to control. I know this, but I was just slacking on getting a new cardiologist, so I ran out of my prescription, blah, 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 blah. Anyway, it was stupid. I know. Anyway, so I always have the problem with the diastolic, which is the lower number, and mine was at 127 when I decided to go to the hospital. I don't know what it was when I got there, but anyway, so high, right? Not good. So crazy thing is, my friend, her husband went to the same hospital. His was almost 200. 200. I didn't even know it went up that high without you like stroking out and dying. Like, that's insane. 200. That's the bottom number. 200. I was like, he must have had a headache. And she's like, oh yeah, he had a headache. I was like, what? Craziness. Absolute craziness. Wow. But he had a very different experience than what I did. It was very strange. Me, I go in there and they're like, we don't even want you to walk to get into a room. They put me on an IV, did a CT scan, all the stuff. Okay, cool. He goes in there. They never even did an IV. Like, what's up with that? I don't know. It was very strange. He's all taken care of now, but it was just so odd how different his experience was from my experience. So, kind of odd. Don't like how that played out. All right. We're going to cook. No, we're going to cut the potatoes, cook the potatoes, make the soup, then the salad. We're good to go. Yay. Yeah, he's definitely going to put me on the right path. Again, I know. It's just weird, you know, like I've been going to the cardiologist since I was in my 20s. Do you know how weird it is? They think I'm in there to pick up my grandmother or something. Not so much anymore, but I still feel very, very out of it because most of the time it's people of the silver-haired variety that are sitting around. A large percentage of them are in wheelchairs and stuff, and here I come bebopping in my 20s and 30s and now 40s. I don't know, it just is weird. So, way too much time dealing with this nonsense, but it's fine. You know what? A lot of other people have it way worse than I do. I have something that is totally and completely very easily treatable if I was not so stubborn and get preoccupied. So, yeah. But yeah, I could not believe my friend. 200! It was over 200 on the diastolic. Like, holy crap, I didn't even know it went up that high. I could not believe he did not have a stroke, but he did not. So, I mean, not to say that mine wasn't high, but I'm feeling it wasn't that bad. Good grief. Not that I want to try that. That sounds painful. I don't know. Cardio is tough. Cardio is horrible. I like the 30-minute room where they do all of the weights and then cardio and then weight and then cardio and then weight and then cardio. That's fun, as long as everybody's using the machines correctly, which they never are, so that's annoying. Lexi, in answer to your question, how much longer before Lexi has to head to Tampa? I don't really want to talk. I'm struggling. I'm struggling so bad. Okay, she is going next Saturday. She does not start classes until August, but they're going out of town on a cruise, and they want her to get familiar with the house, and I think they honestly just want to make sure they can trust her a little bit, and get familiar with the animals. They've got 2 cats and a rabbit before they go on the cruise. And she's, of course, so excited to get her life started and figured out, so we looked at the schedules, we looked at everything, and she's moving next Saturday. I am not doing well. I will be fine. I will be totally and completely fine. The following Monday, I will be on here, no problem. But, oh my goodness. Like, even buying groceries. Like, I'm buying groceries and stuff because it's like, you know, stuff that she likes or her favorites or whatever. And I'm like, what are you doing? She's not even going to be here. So weird. I don't know. I think you guys, good for her. No! No, I am not ready. Hey, Denise. Good evening. Welcome to my house. It's a little bit of mayhem. Mostly the dogs. Would you guys quit fighting? Yeah, I'm not, I'm not ready. So, and we might actually take a lot of her stuff down, what day? On Thursday, I think. I don't know. I have to go to Tampa, and so does David, for an EPA certification class for lead-based paint, I think. If you are, especially if you're doing property management, you should do it. If you're doing property management and you're the broker, you definitely should do it. So I have to go down and take that, and it's in Tampa. That was just coincidental. That was, we signed up for it before I even knew for sure she was going to Tampa. So anyway, but yeah, I used to do really fun videos of like, here's the before on this house that looks hit with an ugly stick, and here's the after. But I heard that you can, if the house was like 1978 or before, they will come after you with some rather severe fines and stuff if you put that on YouTube. So I was like, oof. So I'm going to go and take the EPA, so I even know what on earth it is. I mean, I think I know what I need to do, but I want to see what their standards are. Would you leave? Okay. Shoo, 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 shoo. Did you eat all of those potato peels? Okay. So, I don't know. Apparently, I need to get this certification. So, here I go to do that. But since we're going to Tampa anyway, we're probably going to go ahead and take some of her stuff down there. And her aunt and uncle. She can probably come down and spend the day with them or something. I mean, she's going to be down there, so why not? We'll all go out to dinner or something. Y'all, I am struggling. I'm gonna have no kids in the house except for 2 fairly annoying, wonderful dogs. The things we do for our children. I know. I keep thinking maybe I'll just like send them care packages and stuff through Amazon. That counts as still being mom, right? Oh, okay. Helps if I turn the stove on. Apparently, I cannot cook, do YouTube, and put the stove on. And deal with 2 dogs. Welcome to my life. Everybody's like, how do you run a brokerage? It is not that complicated when you have like crazy mayhem at home. Just another kind of mayhem. Just like agents and houses instead of, you know, chicken and potatoes. I don't know. The people that say the single moms or stay at home, no, not single moms, stay at home moms don't work are out of their ever loving minds. Because it is a lot of work being at home. It took a while for my wife and I to get used to it when our son moved away. I bet. Is your wife used to it now? Like, has she gotten used to it? That was my dogs. Y'all, out. Shoo, go outside. Go outside. Go on. Sorry about that. Goofballs. Anyway, such crazy dogs. Okay, now I'm tilted. There we go. Yes, she is. Okay. All right. I don't know. I want them to go and live their life and, you know, be productive members of society. That's our goal, was to raise these kids to be productive members of society. But at the same time, I don't like the change. It's not that I don't know. Well, you get it. I want them to go and live their lives and have all that, but I don't want the world to kick them in the butt, because you know it's going to. I don't know. I want them to be independent, but I also want them home for dinner. It doesn't work that way. I just figure, you know what? They're going to go out, they're going to see the world, and maybe, just maybe, at some point, they'll maybe move somewhat closer back home. We'll see. Because I personally think that Ocala is a pretty special place. So maybe they'll move back home to Ocala. I don't know. I can't imagine moving out of Ocala. I mean, we've been here for over 20 years at this point. So it's a possibility, but I just can't see it happening. We're like so happy to be here. You know, it's got so much stuff going on. I don't know. Maybe. You never say never. I mean, if both of our kids were living in Chicago, I don't know, I'm not living in Chicago. It's freaking cold up there. Never mind. They can go freeze to death and come down here and visit here. Heck no. No way. Our son's moving to Chicago. At the exact same time, our daughter's moving to Tampa. So it's like a double whammy, okay? So crazy. Whatever. Just throwing some salt in the potatoes. I don't know if that actually does anything or not, but it doesn't harm anything. Okay. Ocala sounds so awesome. She said, but it wasn't easy. I believe her 100%. It is definitely not easy. I'm probably gonna laugh at this later, but holy smokes, on the ride home from taking Lexi to Tampa, I am on it right now. I am okay. I am fine, because I have to get through it, and it has to be like, you know, whatever. But afterwards, nobody was gonna want to be in that car with me. It was just as bad. I know it wasn't. It wasn't just as bad for Michael, because, you know, we still had Lexi at home and stuff too. So not as much. But don't know. I don't know. We'll get there when we get there. Send him a snow shovel for a care package. Oh my goodness. He's not gonna be able to do nothing with snow. He's as skinny as a twig. That poor kid, he doesn't even know. It hurts to breathe when it's that cold. It is insane. They've both been raised. Lexi's born in Ocala, raised in Ocala. Michael's raised in Ocala. He moved here before he can even remember it. They're not, it's not gonna go well. He was, I think, 3 or 4 when he moved here. So you will be a mess. It gets easier. Oh, thank you. It'll be all good. It'll be fine. Eventually. It's just change. You know, like, there's the baby, and then they get to be a toddler. And it's so cool, because they're like, you know, able to do more stuff and talk to you, and they have the weirdest conversations when they're toddlers. I mean, the way they see the world is insane. It's just, it's cool. So it's great. So you get like this toddler that gets to talk to you and express themselves and ask questions, but you don't have the baby anymore. And it's like each phase goes all the way up, and now we're at this phase. So I know we're going to
have a relationship where, you know, we're talking on the phone and we do YouTube lives together, and she calls me because she doesn't know how to open a can with a can opener, and stuff like that. But it's not, I have to say goodbye to this phase, and that's the hard part. So but all right, we're gonna change the subject, because that is what I've been doing lately, is not dwelling on it at all. But we are having the her song that I wrote for her, and then that somebody fixed because it was awful. That is actually, I'm doing a video of the sound studio, music studio that they have here in Ocala. I'm supposed to be going over there, and we're going to record a video and show you what this place is like, because it's beyond anything. Like, you wouldn't even believe something like this is in Ocala. It is so cool. They even have like this massive area for like green screen, like massive, like huge massive area for green screen and stuff. So like bands can make their music videos and stuff like that. It is crazy. But they're the ones that actually really made that song actually a song. So you guys are going to get to hear the song, and I'm going to create it with that. And that's coming out soon. What else? I think that's coming out next month. Which is good, because she'll already be off somewhere. So, yeah. Hey! Oh my goodness, Eladi. Long time no see. I saw her like all day today. She's one of our agents. In case you guys didn't know, because she would not do videos very much at all, and then William comes around, our Citrus County agent, and all of a sudden she's doing 50 bazillion videos with him. So not at all that I am like jelly, but whatever, it's fine. But her and I have been friends before she was a realtor, and she's been a realtor for 7 years now, 6-7 years. She was like, should I get my real estate license? I was like, yes, you most definitely should. I have told people no before. I was like, that would be a terrible, terrible career choice for you. It's just, our bookkeeper, for example, I love her to death. She is the most amazing person. She's so incredibly loyal, trustworthy. She loves to live in numbers, but she has a hard time communicating with humans, like people, and that's okay. It really is, because she doesn't need to in her job. But she actually asked me one time, she's like, do you think I should get my real estate license? No. And she's like, really? And I was like, you don't even like answering your phone, your personal phone. I've heard it sit there on the desk ringing consistently for like 10 minutes, and you won't answer it because you're so involved in some kind of math equation on the screen. And she's just like, yeah. I was like, imagine it ringing 24/7. Like, your phone will ring 24/7. And she's like, yeah, no, that's not the job for me. But Eladi, oh yeah, she was born to be a realtor. 12-ish years. Yeah, it has been. Holy smokes, it is definitely. It's been about that. It's been a while. Her husband is an amazing painter of houses. Like, really and truly amazing. Truly, 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 really amazing. So, yeah. Okay. So, things are moving along in here. I'm making some potato soup, and I'm going to make a salad, and that's all I was gonna make. And then Lexi said that I did not have enough protein, so now I have chicken in the oven too, because protein, I don't know. So I could have just thrown it in the air fryer, but I didn't, so whatever. So yeah, so I guess I'm gonna start the salad, so that'll actually get done. It's so weird to, I think all of my boards are in. It's so weird to actually cook on this with Eladi watching. That's now very super intimidating. Hey, babe.
Hey.
I gotta clean this. Because Eladi's the cook. Like, anything and everything, she is the cook. So now I can just be intimidated. Sadly, she will not come to my house and be like my own personal chef. Go figure, she has her own family feed. Hang on. And potatoes all over this. Okay. I do not. I cook sufficiently. That is what I cook. Okay. I ran out of clean cutting boards. Okay. What are we doing? We are doing salad. Inalienable. But yeah, no, you actually went to school for cooking, and you were a chef, excuse me, at Disney. I mean, that's, yeah, and now I'm gonna sit here and like cut up an onion in front of you. It's really, no. Just no. In the world. Hey, babe. I knew right where it was. All right. Okay. Tony's watching too. Oh, for the love of. Oh, hi, Tony. Tony, we're cooking tonight. We are cooking stuff. She already cooked. Well, yeah, it's 7:19. Of course, she already cooked. She probably cooked at 5 o'clock this morning. This woman makes me look like I am in slow motion. Craziness. Yeah. She was breaking an egg. Yeah, this is also my husband's work wife. I don't know what that makes Tony. Love you. I'm not entirely sure. We're doing a 1905 salad. And that involves lots of celery. Sounds like the pressure is on. You have no idea. All right. I will cook this appropriately. All right, we'll see. At least the potatoes are finally boiling. Okay. Whatever. Your hubby called me as I was sauteing shrimps, not cracking eggs. He doesn't know. My husband cannot cook to save his life. He is right there with Tony. Tony cooks hot dogs. David cooks brats. That's about it. Is there anything else Tony can cook? I think David can do a steak on the grill, which is always opening us up to a slight possible argument, just because he will do a steak on the grill and then he's like, okay, I made dinner. Man cannot live by steak alone. Like, make a potato, for crying out loud. That is beyond what he will do. So we've normally made a concession, and he has to, because I mean, if he's gonna make dinner and I get a night off, that means make dinner, like do the whole thing. So he will do, like, stop at Publix and get potato salad. So that counts. I think it counts. As long as I don't have to cook, I don't care. Babe, there will be much leftovers. That's fine. Even chopping the, like, lettuce, I'm like, oh man. All right, whatever. Julia child, I am not, nor have I ever pretended to be. I smoked homemade meatloaf and blueberry bread pudding on the grill Saturday. Okay, that, tell your wife she now has a competition. Holy smokes! I think that's even beyond anything I would attempt. Blueberry, wow. Holy smokes. I can't even fathom that. I cannot even fathom that one. It's all good. All right, so I don't have like big tomatoes, but I have a whole slew of these little tomatoes, so that's what we're using. I swear, some of the recipes that come out of this kitchen are just because I gotta come up with something else. Sometimes you find a substitution that's actually better than the way it's actually supposed to be made. Not all the time, but sometimes. All right, that's good. Okay, can you use this one? It's a big, beautiful one. She says that's not the first time she's heard that. Yeah, I bet. Men that can cook, holy smokes. Yeah. I bet. I have absolutely no idea. No doubt. Okay, that's going there. I need this. That. Okay, so 1905 salad has Swiss cheese diced up and diced up turkey and diced up ham. It has green olives. It has celery, tomatoes, lettuce. You're supposed to use iceberg, but I'm sorry, that stuff has absolutely no nutritional value. So we're gonna go with no on that one. And I love the Swiss cheese taste to it, so no, it's kind of whatever. So I actually don't dice it, I just do like sort of my own shreds. I'm cooking way too much tonight. Alright. That makes up for it. I kind of didn't cook that much recently. And Parmesan cheese, a little in the salad itself, but most of it's going to go in the dressing that you have to make yourself. And it's better if it, like, I don't know, melds together. But so I've got some boar's head turkey. So we're going to do that. See, there's some protein. Lexi threw a fit because I didn't put enough protein in there. Smoked homemade meatloaf. I can't even fathom what that would taste like. I bet it was good though. All right, Chief, when you and your wife eventually move down here, I'm coming over for dinner. Or I'll invite you over, but yeah, I would definitely like to see what a smoked meatloaf makes. Oh, that's sad. I just invite myself over to somebody's house. Rude. All right. Okay. Oh no, I still need it for the onion. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and chop up my onion. I gotta make sure my onion's getting cooked. Ooh. Onions. There's one side. Okay. Deal. Yay! Okay, we're going to Chief's house.
eventually. Chief. Lexi knows who it is. Him and his wife are YouTube friends. But they're moving down here eventually. So we can all like take turns cooking. That would actually be fun. I've heard of that. Like you go over 1 week to one person's house and then the next week another person's house. Yeah. I would do it. Would you do it, Alani? I know she would. She freaking cooks for everybody all the time. That's not even a thing. And her mom, oh my goodness, her mom cooks so much. Like the more the merrier. You have like 1,000 people in her house and she's like the happiest person ever. It is crazy. If you had 1,000 people at my house, I would probably cry. Actually, not even probably. I would not know what to do with myself. But she does really well. She's just like, they're just people. Okay, I'm obliterating this onion. I know how to chop an onion, but this one got weird because it had a funky side to it that I cut off. So now it's all, don't watch this. Just look away. Of course, I have a funky onion when Eladi's watching. That's just fabulous. Whatever. Not everything is cut perfectly all the time. It's okay. Just needs a little more time. Okay. I was just thinking, if I had the choice of eating my own food or going to Eladi's house, which one would I choose? And that's not even a question. I would rather go to Eladi's house. She can do things to a pork roast that is just out of this world. Heck yeah, especially if you were a Bon Jovi fan. She has an addiction. Absolutely. Oh, I'm interviewing Styx. You've heard of Styx, right? The keyboard player. They just did a new album. So Ed over at the radio station asked me to interview the keyboard player from Styx on, I think, Wednesday the 14th. So that's cool. I'm gonna see if they'll come to Ocala. That would be cool. They could do a concert here. You know I got you. Tony said don't forget the rice. I'm not making rice. No, your rice is amazing. Very neat. But yeah, Bon Jovi, no. I think. Yeah, that would be cool. All right. Eladi's rice is amazing. Mine, well, it's there. I can make rice better than a lot of American women. I've seen this to be true. Or guys, we had this, there was a whole evening of rice one time. It was so incredibly sad. I did not know there was so many different ways that you could completely mess up rice. Ooh, that's looking really good. Apparently you can. There are many, many ways to completely destroy rice. You can make essentially one big chunk where it's all just together. You could make mushy, gooey soup out of it that's kind of like a syrup with chunks, kind of. Crunchy rice because you didn't have enough water, I guess. I don't know. There was a lot of many different ways that you can completely and totally destroy rice. I was actually kind of impressed. I cheat for the most part. If I'm not doing it in the calderon, I'm going to do it in the rice maker because it's just easy. You chuck it in there and 20 minutes later you got rice. Super simple. I know, it's cheating, but it works. All right. I got some garlic. I have no idea. Oh, there's oregano. Oregano.
I'm supposed to put 3 cloves of garlic in, but come on. Use a lot of oregano here. But I like to use the garlic salt, so whatever. I did not know that, Erod. I had no idea. It's a very odd fact to know, I think. Okay. Olive oil. All right, so we're gonna hang out, play Bon Jovi, and eat a lot of really good food. This sounds like a great plan. I don't see any downsides. Probably be saying what's in here. I had to go get my white vinegar. I have lots of vinegar in here, but it's not white. The white vinegar is kept in the laundry room. Don't ask. I have dogs. I don't know. Okay, and I normally forget something. So, my beat up Tommy Flay recipe from the Food Network from forever ago that's gotten completely stained. All right, tomatoes, lettuce, celery, Swiss cheese, ham, olives. Oh my goodness. The main ingredient. Oregano, Worcestershire sauce, which I also forgot. Why do I have a dog toy in here? Worcestershire, 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 whatever. Okay, I put a lot of extra in that, just because I like it. YouTube, shoot. Stuff's so good. Okay. Did I forget anything else? White vinegar, lemon juice, salt and pepper, and grated Romano. Okay, yay. That's the only recipe that's on the side of my fridge all the time. Babe. Hang on. Please. It's really hard. There you go. Thank you. All right. Hubby is my official can opener. It's a thing. Look it up. Jar opener, I should say. Okay, lots of those, because those are yummy. Okay, yay. And now she cooks. Oh. What's that one? It's way too much. I had some in the fridge, but I didn't have enough. So now I have too much, and I'll add it to the other. Don't tell the cardiologist. Okay. Ooh, I'd be hosed if he starts watching the channel. Okay. All right. Got that. I don't know why I'm trying to get the pepper into that little tiny tub when I have the bowl right here and it doesn't matter. Okay, it should look about like that. I know it looks really, really gross, but oh my goodness, is it so yummy. Okay, that's done. I'm not adding it to the salad until we're ready to eat, otherwise the salad will disintegrate into a wilted disaster. So we're just gonna put that, see, it's so pretty. We're gonna put that over the side. Focus on yon potatoes, hopefully. Okay, please be done, please be done, please be done. I think it's done. Okay, seriously, I just need one of you. That is not working out so well. Okay, let's try this. A big chunk. Because if the big chunk is cooked, yay! The rest will be fine. All right, chicken is almost done. It's getting there. Lovely. Oh yeah, I think they are. It started down in Ybor City down in Tampa. So amazing. And it just kind of, they have one down in Sarasota as well. That's the one. I went to the one in Ybor City, I think first, maybe. No, I think it's the one in Sarasota we've always gone to, actually. I don't know. It's really good. It's in St. Armand's Circle. It's so good. So good. All right, this is going this way. And okay. Normally I'd do a roux, but the potatoes are gonna make everything mush together anyway, so not a potato soup. Oh my goodness, if you go to the Columbia restaurant, get the black bean soup, the 1905 salad, which truthfully I just get the 1905 salad, it's amazing. I think I'll wait on that. And then ropa vieja, oh, so good, so good. It's a lot though, like it's a lot of food. Shoot. Okay, I need a thing. Yeah, that thing. Where's the rest of the thing? Ah. Okay. Okay. I need a big metal one of these. I don't have one of those. I have this thing, but I only use it very, very, very rarely, so I have this little thing. Anyway, emulsifier? Yeah. Oh. Forgot to put the onions in. Okay. We're just gonna have to cook that for a few more minutes. Okay. Yep. Okay. Boil it up. Anyway, once that's done, I'm going to add way too much cream. Sorry, that didn't help. The rest of this cheese, some sour cream on the top, and I'm also going to add some bacon bits, the real bacon bits, fully cooked, ready to serve, because I'm not cooking up a bunch of bacon for this. I've already cooked sufficiently for this evening. But that's pretty much it. I'm just waiting for the onions to get a little soft because I forgot to put them in a few minutes ago. But yeah, now everybody's happy, or they will be once they actually get to eat. And then, and then we will move on to, I don't know. Oh, actually I've got leftover strawberry shortcake. I totally cheated though, and I got the angel food cake from the store. I am not going to attempt to try and cook that. I'm sure somebody could make angel food cake at home. I am not one of those somebodies though. Thanks so much. Thanks for hanging out with me. It is so odd to invite you into my kitchen, especially since I still don't think I can actually cook very well. But it's fun. It's definitely better than just sitting over a hot stove doing not much of anything else, or eating really, really super late because I'm working on a live at the office. So yay. But yeah, I guess I will see you next week. Thanks so much for hanging out, and yeah. Thanks for hanging out with me on Monday night. Bye, everybody.